Welcome back, guys, to another Clash Royale video, and today we're back on my brand new account here. As you can see, we're in Arena 2, sitting at 742 trophies, almost at this Barbarian Bowl arena, so hopefully we can get there today. But today we're going to be taking a look at this baby dragon that I got in my previous video out of a crown chest. And the baby dragon is actually really good in the early levels, particularly with this mini Pekka, because the baby dragon provides that splash damage to take out the distraction troops. So let's go ahead here. Just so you guys know, I did lose my first battle today, as you can see right here. It was against a level 5, and at the end of the battle, my opponent had 5 health left on his tower. So definitely kind of frustrating losing a battle by 5 health against somebody who started the battle with a couple hundred more health on his tower. But before that, we went on a 25 to 30 battle win streak. I'm not too sure the exact number, but take a look at all these victories in this log right here. Definitely we're doing pretty good before that battle right there. Let's go ahead here and open up this crown chest and see what we get. Hopefully get another epic out of there. I'm really looking forward to getting the witch on this account because the giant witch strategy is pretty strong in the lower arenas. Bomb tower unlocked 2 giant cards, and let's see, 23 minions. Wow, that's a lot of minions. Upgrade those a little bit. And the lightning spell, wow, another epic. That's 2 epics in a row out of 2 consecutive crown chests. So pretty cool. We might go ahead and upgrade that later on for a video. But let's go ahead here and do some live battles. So we're facing a level 4. Give him the good luck. And hopefully we can get to the Barbarian Bowl arena by the end of this video. But we'll see if he makes the first move. Normally if I'm facing against somebody that's a higher level, I'll try and wait for them to make the first move just because they already have the advantage. But if they do this and they don't play any cards for the first couple of seconds, then I just go ahead and start playing because I don't want to wait too long. Now, he's going to let me get a huge elixir advantage here. Let's go ahead and use the giant. Ooh, actually, we want to use these goblins here. Mini Pekka right here. We want to counter this giant and then set up a counter push with all of his defensive troops. Going to go ahead and use the giant up front. And, oh no, I wish I had arrows or my baby dragon or something. Unfortunately, that giant won't make it to the tower. But it wasn't for naught because the mini Pekka and the musketeer are still alive. I'm going to go ahead and use this Valkyrie right here, kill all those spear goblins in one hit. And then we're going to go ahead and use this musketeer here to counter this baby dragon and hopefully prevent any damage to her tower. So definitely not the ideal opening exchange, but we are facing somebody with higher level cards. So not too bad. Giant skeleton going down. Let's go ahead and use some goblins right over here. Distract him, and then he's going to one-shot those goblins because, of course, the mini Pekka, or sorry, the giant skeleton did get a buff in the last balance change update, increasing his damage, I think, by like 20% or something like that. So, definitely not getting anything set up here so far. But a lot of my battles end up winning in the last couple of seconds of the battle. So let's go ahead here and just wait, build up to 10 elixir. I never like playing myself down to 0 elixir a lot. Gonna go ahead and here use the baby dragon and some spear goblins. And then we're going to use the musketeer because the musketeer is my high damage unit here. Go ahead and use some goblins right there. The goblins will hopefully protect my musketeer and allow me to set up a counter push. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Valkyrie this time up front. Hopefully to take out the skeleton army if he decides to play one. So let's see here. Does he play the skeleton army? He doesn't. The musketeer is locked into the tower. Both the tower and the baby dragon are distracted by the Valkyrie. So definitely a really good attack right there. Bringing that tower all the way down to like 600 health. Mini Pekka going down here to counter this giant skeleton. Now, if you're using the mini Pekka to counter a giant skeleton, the ideal placement is actually behind the giant skeleton. Just because that way, the mini Pekka will turn around and walk over the bridge and not get hit by the giant bomb. But in that situation, it wouldn't have made much of a difference because there are troops at the bridge anyways that would have stopped the mini Pekka. So right here, we are in some trouble. Our tower is all the way down to 400 health. Let's go ahead and fireball this spear goblin hut and start doing some damage to that. Just in case we have to fireball it for the win. Actually, that fireball, I always forget how weak the fireballs are in these earlier arenas. Let's see if we can't prevent some damage by this giant here. We don't want to lose this battle here. There we go. He doesn't get any damage done. Baby dragon will go down here. Let's go ahead and cycle to our fireball. Come on, mini Pekka, give me the win. There we go, getting the 1 crown victory with that mini Pekka baby dragon combo. Definitely a good combo in these lower arenas. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do another battle. We're sitting at 771 trophies. So if we win this, hopefully we can get into the Barbarian Bowl Arena. So facing another level 4, I've finally started hitting the wall where I'm facing higher level opponents consistently, like level 4s and level 5s. So let's go ahead here, use the Baby Dragon. He's got a level 2 Witch. Pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and use this Valkyrie here as well. Tons of splash damage. He's using the Tombstone with the Witch, but of course the Valkyrie Baby Dragon combo is the perfect counter. Oh no, I just dropped my Musketeer there. You guys ever do that where you drop a card or you have your finger and you just about to drop a card and you see your opponent drop down a card and you want to take it back but you can't? But it wasn't too bad. The balloon only got 1 hit in the tower, and we also took out his tower on the left hand side, so we do have a 1 crown lead. So let's go ahead here and get this Baby Dragon. Now, the one thing with the Baby Dragon is, take a look at this. Even though the Baby Dragon has splash damage and is a strong counter, the skeletons did still make it to the tower and got some hits off. I definitely think the Baby Dragon needs a buff. He needs either more damage or a faster attack speed, because in my opinion, a Baby Dragon should be able to counter a minion horde. But currently, in its current state, it can't, because it just takes too long to attack and the minion horde ends up killing the Baby Dragon before the minion horde dies. But right here, we got a decent counter push going on. We're not going to send any more troops in there. We don't want to overextend. The Witch dying right there. Let's go ahead and start setting up another push here on the right hand side with this giant way in the back. Musketeer going to get a couple hits on the tower, doing some work for me. And then we're going to go ahead and use these goblins as well as these spear goblins. Now, I was playing around a little bit earlier on today with the lightning spell instead of the spear goblins in this deck right here, but I found that the spear goblins are just so much better because you need that extra distraction troop. I lost that. It was actually when I lost that battle to that level 5 and he was using a level 2 prince, and I didn't have enough distraction units. All I really have are my goblins, and it's just not enough to take out a level 2 prince. So that's when I ended up throwing in the spear goblins as well for another distraction unit. So right here, the balloons shouldn't make it to the tower. I'm going to go ahead and use this mini Pekka to counter this giant, and then start setting up a really strong counter push with the Valkyrie up front, so he won't be able to use his Tombstone or his Skeleton Army, because all of my cards here are just drawing counters. Mini Pekka making it to the tower, and let's just keep the pressure on and try and go for that 3 crown victory. So, Skeleton Army going on the right hand side, but the Baby Dragon clearing it out pretty quickly. Go ahead and use a Musketeer here. He's going to fireball the Giant. Very interesting decision there. And there we go, we do get the 3 crown victory. Let's go ahead here and do one more battle. But I think we did get into the Barbarian Bowl Arena. There we go. So now we have the cannon unlocked with the Barbarians as well. Of course, the X-Ball, we're never going to use that. The Rage Bell is good in some decks. But of course, the cannon is probably the one card out of all those cards that I want the most, just to give me some sort of defense against giants and stuff like that. So we're facing a level 6 here. So a 3 level difference. We're going to have to be very careful in this battle if we want to win it. Drop down the Musketeer. I always don't like it when we're facing a higher level and they wait for you to make the first move. In my opinion, I said this before, they already had the advantage, so they should make the first move. But let's see here. Mini Pekka is level 4. My Valkyrie, unfortunately, is only level 2, but she will be able to counter that Mini Pekka, and hopefully the Musketeer can do some damage to that tower. Now, he does also have a level 4 Valkyrie. I'm going to go ahead and use my Mini Pekka to take it out. Now, I did have to use those Spear Goblins just to cycle to my Mini Pekka. And, not going to... Ooh, level 6 Knight. What level are my commons? So we might actually have to hold out for a draw in this battle. But we will see. It's kind of early in the battle to tell so far. Musketeer right here, and then Goblins to soak up this charge attack by the Prince. Then we're going to go ahead and use the Valkyrie right next to the Prince. And there we go. And hopefully we have a decent counter push going on right here. And let's use a Spear Goblin. This is what I mean. In this situation, when I had the Lightning Spell in my deck, I wouldn't have anything right there to counter that Mini Pekka. So that's why I'm having 2 sets of distraction units. So Musketeer going in there on the left-hand side, doing some decent work for me. Bringing that tower all the way down to 600 health. So definitely a good counter push right there. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of let this Mini Pekka die. I was going to support it with a giant up front, but as soon as I seen that level 2 Baby Dragon, that's when I decided to not do that. Now right here, go ahead and use a Baby Dragon up front. See if we can't make something happen. Ooh, a level 4 giant on the right hand side. This could be a source of problem, guys. because those goblins just don't do enough damage against a level 4 giant. Actually, they're not doing too bad. He only gets a couple hits up, but look, in those couple of hits, brings the tower all the way down to 1100 health. Let's go ahead and use this giant as well. I don't know why I used that mini Pekka up front. Big mistake right there, but not too bad in the end, I guess. Musketeer right here to counter this knight. I'm going to go ahead and use this Valkyrie right here to soak up the knight damage. Now, on the left-hand side, if he plays on a prince, we are actually the giant doing work for me, distracting all of those cards and giving me some time to build up the elixir and get ready for this defense. So we're going to go ahead here and use the giant just to soak up all of this damage. Use the mini Pekka back here, and then the spear goblins. Now, hopefully the spear goblins defend for me. There we go. And let's use this Valkyrie right here. There we go. Now, I want to use these goblins there, but I can't because that Valkyrie, of course, in the back there causing some problems. But in the end, it's looking like we might get the 1 crown victory over somebody that's 3 levels higher. So there we go, using the goblins there to destruct that prince. And gonna go hit him up with a good game. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.